So welcome to the wonderful island of Whawha, which is off the tiny yet big in heart kingdom of Tonga. So this is one of my vlogs again. I wanted to talk to you guys about sustainable businesses and particularly social businesses. And I've got the incredible privilege of working with David Brown behind the camera and Deb King helping me out with a couple of notes just so I keep on track. So just wanted to thank them for that, and then yeah, just kick into this vlog. So it's going to look a bit cooler than most of my normal vlogs, but I've been having the incredible privilege of working alongside the gracefully powerful Mia Munro and Fatini as well, mentoring 13 global leaders in the making. And these guys have been really, and girls have been learning all about how to create businesses that make a social impact yet don't have to be operating like a normal non-for-profit. So what I thought I'd do is I'll just share one of my experiences that I had from the mainland. And this might bring a bit of context to what I'm about to chat about. So if you can imagine walking into basically this center, there's a bit of a rundown center that I was walking into with the rest of the team. And we walk in and there's this big hall. And I see in the center of this hall is this beautiful young girl just smiling away. And she's obviously a disabled girl, but she was just so, I don't know, so childlikely happy just to see us. And so that was amazing feeling that. And then behind her, there was this weary lady who was basically, she looked like she was really at the end of her tether, to be frank. Just, you know, totally giving of herself her entire life. You could see it on her face. As we sat down and listened to her story, she shared that basically they only had $4,000 a year to actually look after everyone at the facility and to actually pay anyone who was helping out at the facility for being there. And they were there for 24/7, and the prices over here are actually quite similar to Australian prices for buying, for example, a milk or bread. So you can imagine how hard it would be just to live daily life over there, let alone be looking after people as well. So you know, as she's telling this story and my heart's starting to crack and I'm really starting to get the impact of what's actually going on over here, I suddenly hear this angelic chorus just start to come up, and I look up and there's these 20 residents that are singing, and they're singing this hymn and a Tongan hymn, so I couldn't really understand what was being said, but I could really feel that that they were just really wanting to share a bit of their gift to us who are coming over there to see them. And so that obviously almost brought me to tears. And we left that part of the facility and moved around to another part of the facility, which basically was ridiculously run down. I mean, this didn't even really look like a kitchen. They had beds and stuff, so it wasn't, right off the wall, but you could tell that these guys were really trying to do their best with what they had. But interestingly, one of the things that was coming to me, rather than getting too caught up in all the sadness of what was going on, is I was wondering, what is this facility got, and how could it actually not have to rely so heavily on donations and people just helping out? And looking around, there was chickens running around the whole facility, and I could, the chicken coop apparently blew down in a thunderstorm. And if we could put that chicken coop back up, they could actually start having eggs every day, fresh eggs that are obviously far healthier than what they're eating. They could also pop up a veggie garden and start eating veggies instead of the dodgy pancakes that they were forced to have every morning. One of the other mentees, Jackie, mentioned that there was another facility that had an arts and crafts program, and they would take those arts and crafts to the market on the Sunday and sell them to be able to sustain themselves. But the thing is, with this facility, obviously there was no training, they didn't know what they were doing, they needed someone to come out there and actually show them how to do it. And actually have a shift in mindset to even believe that they could do it. So obviously we left that facility quite melancholy, but we were determined to make a sustainable difference at that place. And we came away from there and have basically worked over the last couple of days here on this beautiful island in how to create social businesses. So social businesses, as you might have guessed it by now, are essentially businesses, they're essentially like organizations that are at their core, they're wanting to make a social difference, but they're willing and ready to actually monetize themselves so that they can actually be looking after themselves and staying up. So, basically that's the gist of it, right? That's the thing I wanted to bring across to you guys, just to make us aware, because I didn't really have a full understanding myself of what even a social business was before I came onto this tour to help create them. But obviously, having the experience I've had in business, I was able to bring my structures and systems stuff to be able to help these guys here to start creating some amazing businesses that they've all made. I'm really proud of all the work that everyone's done over here, all the leaders that are here, and really seeing them step up and create these amazing models for business that are going to make a massive difference in the world. So if this has actually piqued your interest as a way of running your business or setting up a business to be able to make an impact out there rather than just a profit, then Mia's actually touring Australia, so you can get a chance to sort of see her and maybe meet her and get a taste of what she's all about and the difference that she wants to make in the world, and maybe tap into one of the programs that she's doing so that you can actually learn how to do it and to be able to get the experience that I've had the joy of actually having over the past week here. So that's basically it. There's a link down below if you want to be able to join into that program. And you know, there's other things that she's got going, but on those couple of programs that she's doing towards the end of next month and the start of April, she'll cover a whole bunch of other stuff around being able to create a freedom-centered life and be able to, you know, free oneself, like I've had the privilege of doing, to be able to live life the way you want to live it. So I would certainly encourage you to come along. She's definitely one of the most heart-connected and freedom-creating leaders I've ever had the privilege of working alongside. So that's about it, guys. So just stay sexy, and if you want to do a like and subscribe and maybe even a share to share some of that love, then I really appreciate that. And then yeah, I'll put some more up soon, so take care.